and nothing gets me down. You got it tough, I got the toughest around. And I know, baby, how you feel. You got to roll with the punches to get what's real. Oh, and you see me standing here on my back against a record machine. I am worse that you see. Can't you see what I mean? Oh, you might as well jump. Might as well jump. Might as well jump. Might as well jump. How old are you? Who said that? Baby, how you been? You don't know.
Outdid yourself again. And now let's meditate. Okay, Andrew, we just came back from Las Vegas, can you tell? Oh my gosh, only at CSLDallas. And if you don't like that kind of music, just come back next week. It'll be different. This is a special day. When Andrew heard the theme for today, he said, I got the perfect song. And quite honestly, I was trying to figure out how to get a couple of hundred of you up here to go jump. But we couldn't figure that out, but we have other things in store for you today, so it's good. Oh my gosh, what a full week actually it was in Las Vegas. And it was so full, not from partying, mind you. It was really full from a convention that actually Dr. Peter was a co-chair. And she received the highest award that they give in Centers for Spiritual Living. And we're going to celebrate it next week. Shh, hope she doesn't watch the tape. So know that. So she actually decided early this morning to do self-care instead of us sharing the platform. And I actually really honor and appreciate that for herself. So yay, our spiritual leader is leading us in self-care. Isn't that great? Yay. So here I am. All right. I'm trying to get my heart rate down. That's all I'm really doing. My bear was jumping so hard up here. Speaking of bears, if you don't have one, or a bee, or there's monkeys and all kinds of things. Please grab one. This is our last hour to be with them. So please, feel free, get up. If you don't know what it is, you will. But, you know, love these. Don't let any of them sit alone. Really. Who wants mine? Well, yes. So share a bear. Have 2. The universe is abundant. Have 3. Have 4. Okay. So here we go. Now that the stuffed animals are getting in their proper places so that we can love them up, because we're going to bless them together. So we're going to talk about the power of community and the power of the group. You know, we started this month, Love You, Love We, with self-love, and now we're really talking about today is this group and the power of the group and the power of the community and how we as a community can be that shining light for all of humanity. I believe that we can, and I actually believe that we are already. And so, you know, I figured out years ago that I am truly a community person. Who's like a community person where you get filled up and, you know, like I am a community person. And I love how Howard Thurman, he brings out a lot of this in his book on In Search of Common Ground. And so that's where I'm going to start us off this morning is the intent of the Creator in creation is that community shall be a literal fact in the fulfillment of life at every level. I mean, that's amazing. So imagine this community or any community that you are a part of. I'm sure that many of us are a part of several communities. We're a community at work, in our families, and this is our spiritual community, and that it shall be a literal fact that we are fulfilled, and we are the fulfillment of life at every level. So that's what we're going to explore today. I have some pictures that I'm going to share with you. They aren't real flattering of me, but I thought I'd share them anyway. Because back in the, just before the summer of 2011, I decided, you know, I wanted to get into shape. I wanted to be more healthy and sort of, I wasn't really quite so satisfied with sort of the extra handles and things that I was carrying around. And I didn't do very well getting up on my own and going and working out. I just didn't really do well. And as it turned out, in the previous community I was in, one of our practitioners was a personal trainer. And she had this group of about 25 people that would come together, and I sort of called it spiritual boot camp. And and so I'm going to show you a couple of pictures from there. Now, mind you, this is at 6 a.m. in the morning. And we would get up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we would meet somewhere outside most of the time, no matter what the weather was. And we would come together as a collective community, and we would support one another. And I had commitment buddies to help me, and I had the whole group. And so where we would start is reading an inspirational reading. We'd lock arms, literally. We'd all lock arms in a circle, and we'd do an inspirational reading, and then we'd pray in, and then we'd all go complain a little, perhaps, and huff and puff, and, you know, and support one another along the way. And this was me on Thanksgiving in 2013, and as it turned out, that was about the last time I really got together with this group of 25, and of all things that I missed the most from the Bay Area is this group of people. Because we locked arms and we leaped together in deciding that we were going to do something to help one another in our healthy, whole self. And, you know, I'd call or text that commitment buddy at 5:30 and say, no, really, I do not want to get out of bed. And he'd be like, get your butt out of bed and meet me on the track. And it helped, right, that we were a collective group. So I wanted to really work with one of my most favorite African proverbs. It's a Kenyan proverb, and it's called, sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. And it embraces the discovery that the combined strength of like-hearted people can realize superb results. And so when we stick together, pun intended, you got one, right? Yes. Who didn't get a stick? Raise your hand, please. If you did not get a stick, raise your hand, and the greeters are going to bring you a stick. When we stick together, the ones that stick together are stronger than when we stand alone. So I wanted to do a little bit of an exercise together. I have a stick. You all have a stick, right? Okay. Nothing personal, but I might call a few of you out. Okay, Steve, will you step out in the aisle? Cece, step out in the aisle, please. This is random. Janet, I have to be able to see. Lainey, step out in the aisle, please. Jim, step out in the aisle. Christine, come on out in the aisle. Dorma, I'm just looking. And if you're in the back, step out. Susan, all the way in the back, step out in the aisle. Step out in the aisle if you're on the ends. It's going to be easy. Just a few of you. Step out in the aisle, please, with your stick. Okay? All right. Uh-oh, we don't have a stick up front. Here you go. Right here. Take mine. You are so welcome, Jean. Okay, so, oh, Willie, you're so sweet. Okay, Susan, please break your stick. Great. Lainey, break your stick. Janet, Jim, Christine, anybody standing in the aisle, break your stick. Pretty easy, isn't it? Don't everybody else do that. We don't have enough time to replace them. Okay, so that was very easy. As we stand alone with our own individualized stick, it was pretty easy to break it. Okay, now greeters, please move towards the people in the aisle quickly and replace their sticks. Give them one that isn't broken. And what I would like for you all to do is to start forming in groups, like groups of 10. Just start moving. The greeters will have an easier time. And anybody else that wants to join, move into a group with your stick. Now, I don't know that all of us can do this because we don't have an hour to do this little process, but I want you to come together, and what I want you to do is keep moving around, Laura, and see if people need sticks. That's not broken. Here's a broken stick up front. Okay, I'm going to ask you to do this in silence so you can keep hearing me. Can you do this in silence so you can keep hearing me? See what happens when we get together? We have more fun. Okay, I'm going to ring the bell. Okay, so everyone that's in a group, put your sticks together in a bundle. Just put them all in a bundle. And then I want someone that is not well versed in the martial arts to try to break the bundle. Right? Oh, I heard it. We need more sticks up front. I think somebody used their knee. Okay. So you need about 10, we figured out at the first service, and if you get 10 or more, for whatever reason, it's very hard to break these sticks. I knew y'all would have way too much fun trying to attempt to break these sticks. Okay, so how many groups broke their sticks? Okay, go together. Come on, move to another group. Join together. See what's going to happen? As long as we stick together and move in community, there comes a point where these sticks cannot be broken. And that's sort of the point, folks. So, if you would, make sure you have a stick that isn't broken and then return to your seat. Okay? Please move back to your seats. Grab a stick that isn't broken. You'll need that for later. So, you see how when we came together and we brought our collective force, and we brought our collective hearts, and we brought our collective consciousness coming back together in this room, that those sticks could not be broken, right? There's strength in the group. There's strength in the power of the group. And that's who we are as a community for one another. Ernest Holmes tells us that when a group of people come together in one accord and with one thought, greater power is generated. Not because the creative principle responds to a number of people more than it does to one, but because the combined faith of a group reaches a higher level of acceptance. Therefore, group treatments, i.e. group prayer, should be definitely practiced with the purpose in mind of arriving at a deeper conviction. So as a group, when we focus on one thing, when we have one thing in mind, we rise to a higher level of consciousness. We rise to a deeper level of faith. And there's so much strength in that. So I really love that this quote, what would be possible if the people around you refused to let you fail? You accomplish whatever you want, I heard off to the right. Yeah, so as this group, and we're getting ready to step out together this year, we're launching it today, as this group comes together and does not allow anyone to fail, this group rises in not only love and support and strength with one another. And this is our community. You see, we actually, as Homo sapiens, we actually are tribal people. We like to cluster. We like to be in groups. Just like many of the animals run in packs and prides and murder of crows and, you know, all of that runs in packs and groups. Now, I found one of the most exquisite quotes I think I've ever found from Ernest Holmes that I wanted to share with you about this today. So I invite you to go within so you can soak it up, if you would like. Because we all seek community. Unless we become the living embodiment of love and light, we shall have no justification in saying that God is love and light. Unless we use the freedom we have without abusing it, we shall have no justification in saying that man is master of his own soul, the creator of his own destiny, and the arbiter of his own faith. But if we can bind ourselves together reverently in love and compassion, in mutual tolerance and understanding, under the cohesive powers of the universal law of good and the beneficence of the divine and universal presence, then shall we be able to use the liberty without license to diffuse unity with uniformity and to lead the world down the pathway of a new enlightenment. So I invite you to come back to our group, our community. So I love that. Unless we become the living embodiment of love and light, then we have no justification in saying that God is love and light. We must be it. And as we be it as a group, as a community, and this is what I know, this is what I believe, that we lead the world down the pathway of a new enlightenment. Bless you. As we do this collectively, as we know what happens in one place, it happens in every place. Every life is touched by us coming together in community. And I know there are many reasons why we come together in community, and I suspect that this is one of them, to feel the love, the support, and the power of the group. Now, unity, however, does not mean uniformity. And I love, and Holmes talks about this a lot. Unity does not mean uniformity. You see, we don't have to think and act just like everybody else. Isn't that nice? Thank goodness. You know, we don't have to like everyone. And it means we all get along. We're from that same source, that same one spark of light, that one divine spark that runs through everything. And if two persons were exactly alike, one would be unnecessary in the scheme of things. Right? There's not two identical snowflakes, two same grains of sand. I love that Emerson says that imitation is suicide. So unity does not mean uniformity, but how can we as a community continue to allow ourselves to expand and to grow, to allow more people in, there is no in or out, but more people in that aren't exactly like us. You know, I've heard the phrase a lot. How many of you have said, well, I just love being around like-minded people? Sometimes that gets me, to tell you the truth. Really? I love being around all-minded people. See, this infinite one basically manifests in all these infinite variations. And so we come from the same core, we come from the same source, and yet we aren't to be the same. We're not intended to be the same. And so the world, I believe, not only must, but is, let's declare that it is, knowing how to act in a union, in communion with one another. That's community. And so just to let you know that this moves us into next Sunday, Dr. Peter and I are doing another invitation to message. And it's about helping us do two things. One, it's to help us stand in confidence and strength in our own faith and what we believe, whatever that is. You have to have some commonality here in that belief and that one thread to basically be here. And to stand in that strength when you talk to your friends and family about why you come to CSLDallas or why you practice science of mind or what your faith is. The other thing is, as we continue to, we don't have to say, come over here, I want to convert you. You're wrong, I'm right. It's for us to each stand on the inside of our own selves and feel good about, but this is my faith. You'll hear that a little bit. I suspect I'll show the video that I shot when Dr. Peter received her award. It was brilliant what she said. And to continue to widen ourselves and open ourselves up and invite people in the 2 following Sundays, because we're going to talk about it, practice it, get comfortable with it. We're going to invite each of you to bring someone, a friend, a family, a coworker, or a stranger to Sunday so they can experience our love, our support, our collective community on March 15th. So, and by the way, if you're interested at all, you'll also find out next Sunday which logo you guys chose and how that all came about. It's quite interesting. So there's also this whole thing about the essential stuff of community. Again, Howard Thurman in this book, In Search of Common Ground, he's so brilliant. He says, it may not seem too far-fetched to examine a man's need to be loved, to be understood, to be cared for as the essential building blocks for the actualization of our potential and the essential stuff of community among us. Every human being needs and is deeply nourished by the feeling of being cared for. And I love this, of being dealt with totally or completely. Of being dealt with totally. not just accepting some part or piece of me and not others, but being accepted totally, being accepted completely, just as I am, just as you are, just as we are, right? And so I know that this is what the stuff of this community is all about. And we've been doing it all month. We are the way showers. We are the light bearers. We are the light and the love of God. We've been doing it all month. You were asked to bring something stuffed and lovable, and for us each to give our love all month long to it, right? And as we know, God is everywhere. There's no spot where it is not, right? It's everywhere. And so our love, no matter where it is here, everywhere. And so this is the moment where we as a collective community are going to send our love to children that are in need, that really may not have ever felt loved or supported or seen and accepted totally yet. And because we do that, and we're, as the community service ministry team, led by Sharon Whitman. Where's Sharon? Sharon's here. Yes, stand up, please, because Sharon's going to take, her and her team, she and her team, she's going to take all these stuffed animals to children here in Dallas. And so I'm going to invite you to stand and not leave any bear or stuffed thing without being held. So, and if you don't have one, look around. Someone might share one with you. We're going to bless these bears. See, this is who we are. This is who we each are individually. And if I alone had brought a bear, this is what we would have to give. But I want you to hold up what you've got, and I want you to look around. Bless you. This is what we and our sticks of bundle that are unbreakable are about to share. Okay? All right. So I will ask you to repeat after me. And I want you to imagine you are holding the child that is to receive this. That you're looking in this child's eyes. That you're heart to heart, soul to soul, face to face. And if you're not holding one by chance, just know you're holding that child anyway that's about to receive one. And in fact, let's make sure we hold every child, including our inner child, on this planet in this moment. And so repeat after me. I see you. I love you. For you are an individualized expression of God. You can do anything in this world you want to. You can be anything that you can dream of. For the universe supports you. The universe loves you. Life lifts you up. Life loves you up. And I take a stand for you now. That your life is filled and overflowing with joy and laughter and peace and beauty and creativity and abundance and a community just like ours. I see you. I love you. I celebrate you. And so it is. Okay, you can keep loving it up, and I invite you to sit down. Look what we can do together. Wow. One more Howard Thurman quote before we sort of release this book for now, this month. Community as it is experienced is in the far-flung hopes of men in all ages, finds its greatest fulfillment in a picture of what a collective life of many would be like if it would function in keeping with man's highest destiny. I believe that's who we are. We are this collective life. We are a representation of what life looks like in our highest destiny and who we're called to be. And so we are going to launch this Step Out Together. Peter and I invite you to do this with all of us. And we're going to do this throughout the months this year, but we're starting in March. And no, Michael Grundy, I don't know why we started with this one in March, but we are. It's really cute. He was like, who came up with this one? We're going to start with stop complaining. We're gonna move through the month of March, and we're going to have buddies to help us get through. We can get up at 5:30 in the morning and go hit the track, right? We're going to stop complaining. And so at the kiosk, we're inviting all of you to sign up for this Step Out Together. It's our first one. And we're going to step out together and stop complaining. Help each other stop complaining. You'll get some buddies to help you through this. We will have, Lane was kind enough to make us a card. So everybody, if you didn't get a card, get one when you leave. But on Sundays, March the 8th and the 22nd, we'll have some check-ins. We'll even have one at the potluck at the end of the month, new member potluck. And so we'll talk about it. We'll share our experiences. We'll connect you with buddies, even outside of the people that you might live with or know. And so it's an opportunity for us to step out together. And so if you are ready to surround yourself with those on the same mission as you, if you're ready for this and you're ready to jump and leap, then what I'm going to invite you to do is to join in with the first service. And I invite you to bring your stick up here and place it on the platform, because sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. And this is your kinesthetic, mental, emotional yes to stepping out together. Just come on up at any time, not one by one. We'd be here all day. And just place it on here in front of me on the platform. And let's see what kind of bundle we can have. And play a little music there on the piano, if you would, Andrew, while the sticks come up. A little jump. Yeah, I know. A little jump or whatever. I'd say pass them up, but I want you yourself to place your stick up here. For together, we can do anything. We can stretch ourselves, support one another, have a new thought, have a new way of looking at things. Oh, and if you're wondering, you'll get lots of opportunity, not much, but some, to get all your complaining out before we stop. The pile is growing. Tracy Brown is going to lead us in the last Wednesday night of the month. I hear she has some amazing things in store. Love of all humanity. We're getting there. I better collect the sticks. Yes, Willie. Thank you. Brilliant. Everybody got their stick up here? Come on, Lisa. There we go. All right, Wendy. Very good. Oh, goodness. Someone said you may not be able to hold them. I think they're right. Hang on. Go for it, I heard. Now, here we go. Willie's going to help me. Sticks looking for our community. They don't even know. That's brilliant. They don't even know we're here. Okay, Willie, put them in here. Oh, my goodness. Go. Put them in. It's all right. I got them. There it is, right there at the mic. Let's don't leave. No one's left behind. All right, beautiful. Thank you. On the ground. Come get it. Right by my foot. The other foot. Wow. Thank you. That probably came from a big person. Willie, can you advance the slide? That's all I want you to do. No, that one right there. There's only 4. No, hit that again. Thank you. That one right there. Nope, look at my pinky. Beautiful. Woo. All right, so we're going to keep it real, right? And month of March, look at us. Man, there's no way we could break this one. So, sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. So let's take this moment and turn within and really solidly nail this moment. How good it is to stand in the awareness and the recognition of life, of love, this one universal presence. Beyond the physical, beyond the manifest, beyond the unseen. This presence, this life, this love is so filled up and overflowing of itself that it gives of itself unabashedly, so freely, so fully, supports itself. And as it supports itself and loves itself, everything shows up in form. And just as God is love, we are love, that individualized expression of the one. And so I speak a word for each and every one of us in this community, each and every one of us in the sound of this voice. I declare and claim that as an individual, we bring our individualized self forward fully and completely. And as a collective, we do great things, both supporting one another, loving one another, lifting one another up. And we go beyond these walls into the greater Dallas-Fort Worth community. And it is so palpable, so measurable, that Dallas goes, what is happening here? There is so much love, so much creativity, so much abundance overflowing, that every life is touched by this bundle of love, this bundle of joy, this bundle of life. And oh, how grateful I am to know that this is the spark that moves mountains, that lifts the heavens, and crosses the seas. For we are the way showers of humanity. As we each do our own individualized work and we do our collective work, life is made manifest as love. And so it is.